What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky Pete here, back with all of the news after week number 3 of the preseason. The Raiders finally picking up a preseason win. We still struggled a lot on defense, though, unfortunately. However, we'll get there, guys. We will. I'm going to change some sliders around today again. First, let's just jump right into some game prep here. Earn XP for now. And obviously, the left linebacker. Got to go with Khalil Mack every single time just to make sure we're getting him up there so we can have a better player earlier. I also want to check out Moore. That's another player I'd like to focus on. I haven't focused on him as much as I would like to, and I actually don't even see an option over here. I was looking for the right linebacker. Linebacker development. Honestly, I'm thinking maybe I should just do that. Well, I don't know. Let's see, wide receiver. See, I don't have a whole lot of younger players, so the development on a lot of these guys are a little bit different anyway, just based on the fact. There we go. Oh, let's see, which one's more? Just based on the fact. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright, yeah, but a lot of these guys are a little bit younger anyway, or not so young at certain positions, so I really have to be selective with the players I go after. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Let's move forward though. I'm in the negative. I'm in the negative right now if you look at my funds up top. Alright, we'll fix all that though. Cornerback. Hayden, I need to work on quarterback too. Quarterback development. Oh wait, no, that's all of them. I don't need to work on all of them. I just need to work on... Yeah, I'm going to find that develop promising QB. I think that might be better. Feel like they get more points that way. I could be wrong, but that's kind of the impression I've gotten. Carr. Alright, there we go. And yeah, we got to make some moves today, guys. We have a lot more players that we're going to need to cut, unfortunately. And obviously there are going to be some players I'd like to pick up as well. So let's go ahead and get to that. But first, before we get to that, choose name. So I asked everybody in the comments what team names they would like to see. And as you can see, you know, I know a lot of people are saying stay as the Raiders, and I understand all that, guys. I promise you I do, but I just want to liven up the NFL a little bit. You know, we've all been looking at the same 32 teams for a while, and while it might not be the most realistic scenario that the Raiders change names, we have a new owner here, and the new owner wants to put his own spin on things. He wants this team to be his. He doesn't want to live in the past of somebody else's accomplishments. And as you can see, the fan interest in bringing the Raiders to Los Angeles are really not that high on this game. Whether that's the case in real life or not obviously isn't changed in this game, but fan interest is only 1, the Crusaders are 2, the Red Dragons are 2, and the Aftershock are only 1. So it's between the Red Dragons and Crusaders, just based on what the city might be looking for. And the Red Dragons, I just don't like that name. The Los Angeles Red Dragons, I don't know, it seems a little bit long. However, those colors are pretty nice, so I'm thinking that maybe it looks really good. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Crusaders, though, and I'm going to go with the Crusaders for one reason. If you've been with my channel for a while, you know my all-time favorite game is SOCOM, and the first clan that I was ever the leader of, mind you, this is like 10 years ago, we were called the Elite Crusaders. So that hits home a little bit with me. I checked out the uniforms. We can kind of work with them. A lot of yellow and black, so we're going to have to compete against the Steelers, but I think it'll be pretty fun. We'll have to go with them for now. People have asked me about progressing players. I've been doing that off camera. However, and mostly that's because last year, you know, it was so time consuming. But as you can see, nobody's really been getting a whole lot of... I think I worked on Khalil Mack and Derek Carr. Outside of that, honestly, nobody's had all that many experience points yet. I expect that to change as we end the preseason, though. Alright, so on to cuts here. Let's go to manage roster. And let's go to salaries. Alright. So, we're going to need to cut a lot of people here. Matt McGloin, I'm sorry, buddy. You know, he's struggled, and I need to create roster spots for somebody, and he just seems like the most likely candidate right now. And actually, there's a quarterback I would like to sign if possible. I don't know that I'm going to have that chance or not, but even if I don't, going forward with Schaub and Carr, I feel comfortable with. If somebody gets hurt, at that point I'll sign somebody else, but for now, I think that's what we're going to have to do. And McGloin will probably get picked up, but if not, you know, we can still re-sign him down the road. D'Anthony Thomas played pretty well this last week, so I'm going to keep him on the roster and give him another chance here. I'd like to maybe get rid of Murray, but I don't want to take that hit. So Doran Dickerson, obviously, I want to keep. See, what do I do here? Because I really want to keep Dickerson, but at the same time, Reese is, you know, has that position on lock. So I could always move Reese to tight end on the depth chart and have Dickerson take over the fullback position. But at the same time, Osbury's been playing pretty good, or at least he made that unbelievable play last time. Streeter really hasn't impressed me. I know some people have asked me to keep him on the roster still, so I will. But ultimately, I really haven't been all that impressed by him. He's still kind of on the bubble, even though, see, I'm going to have to cut somebody here. So it's going to have to be Bryce Butler or Streeter or Kreiner. I take a hit on. Yeah, let's go with Bryce Butler. I'm sorry. He's a player I like a lot, and I think he could be pretty good. Unfortunately, I just simply do not have the space right now. It was the same thing with Holmes last week. I know some people were excited about me having Holmes on my team, but ultimately it just really wasn't that great of a fit because I do still need to open up some roster spots. And should I cut? I might. Gosh, kind of want to release Streeter, honestly. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I need to release him. I'm going to have to take a hit, but he's just getting paid a lot. Alright. Got it. That's the first player I've had to take a hit on so far. Somebody has told me Casa is actually a really good player and to try to work him in a little bit more. So I can try to do that. Again, Osbury played pretty good last week. I was happy with him, and then we have Rivera. But I'll hold on to Casa too, and maybe we can do something with him in the future. Let's see. I don't believe I can cut. Oh wait, no, there is a player I can cut. Howard. All right, look at this. $30 million over 5 years, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have to take a hit to release him. Let's see. $6 million in cap room. We have to do that. I'm sorry, buddy, but Austin Howard. That's a lot of money right there, and we just saved all of it, so I love it. Again, moving forward, Austin. I like Marvin Austin, but I'm going to have to release him. Ellis has proved his worth. He got that sack and forced a fumble last week. And if he's fighting for a backup spot with Austin, he pretty much just won it. So, again, I really don't care about player ratings or anything like that. Casey Matthews had a pretty good week last week. However, I'm not really sure how much he's going to play. Nick Roach has played pretty well throughout the preseason. Obviously, we know Burnett. I'm going to keep Casey Matthews as long as I can. Honestly, I might have to cut him, though. I might have to. I might not have a choice. And again, I'm going to have to come way down here and release some players and take a cap hit, which I hate doing. But it just has to be done, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no. He's my kick returner. Yeah, let's go with Carey here. Alright, it's not a huge cap hit. I'm sorry. I just need to release players, and I don't really have all that many options right now. Usama Young. Yeah, he played pretty well throughout the preseason. Okay, I don't have another safety over there. That's about to change. How many players did I just release? Because I definitely want to sign some players right now, too. I'm not going to go through the whole transactions of all the players we've lost or that were cut and so on. I kind of scouted it out beforehand so I can pick up players that I would like, and we'll go from there. So the quarterback that I was looking at, there's actually two, but there's one that I kind of like. I like Yates, but Bryn Renner down here, 6'3". He's a rookie out of North Carolina. I like him a lot. I was also looking at Connor Shaw from South Carolina. He has some more speed to him, so I could always, you know, give him a shot in terms of that. And then there's B.J. Daniels down here, another player I like a lot. I'm really looking at Renner though. But I don't want to sign anybody yet because I'd rather focus on another position. Kendall Hunter has been released. And the thing is, I'd love to pick up Kendall Hunter. I just don't necessarily need him right now. Oh, that sucks. I like Kendall Hunter a lot. What's his speed at? Maybe. Nah, I like Kendall Hunter a lot. I just don't really need him at the moment. So, yeah, we'll move forward without him for now. Appalachian State. I really want to sign him right now, but I don't have the roster spots for him. Oh, I'm sorry, Cadet. I'll try to come back to you later on. There is a player from Appalachian State, though, that I do want, and that is our Monty Edwards. So I'm going to sign him. I don't have the room. Oh, gosh. Okay, so I need to make a few more cuts here. And unfortunately, that might spell the doom for somebody important that I really do not want to release. I just might not have much of an option. So let's go ahead and check that out really fast. Go down to wide receiver. And don't really want to take the hit on Kreiner. Honestly, I feel like just letting Streeter go because I want to use Owusu and then I want Armani Edwards to be playing too. Streeter really has not impressed me much, but I know a few subs have asked me to keep him, so I'll keep him from now, guys. I really do want your input on everything. Like I said, I want this to be an interactive series that you guys contribute to, so if you guys want me to hold on to Streeter a little bit longer, I will, but he really needs to step it up in this 4th and final preseason game because he has not impressed me much at all. I don't really want to move forward with 3 tight ends, but I kind of like all 3 of them and want to hold on to them, so let's see. Alright, again, I'm going to have to take some hits here. I really don't want to, but it just kind of has to be done for me to sign some more players. Yep, Casey Matthews, he played pretty well for me. He really didn't play bad. Unfortunately, I'm just not going to have the room for him right now. Hopefully, I can pick him up later on in the season. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. And I want to let Doubt. Well, no, not yet. He's too young. He's too young. We'll keep him on the roster and see if we can develop him at all. Because I need to have some of those younger guys that I can just work on developing. That's going to be important moving forward. Alright, so back to team roadmap. Let's go sign a few players really quick. And that should be it for this episode, actually. Oh, no, the sliders. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to come back to try to get Bryn Renner at a certain point. I definitely want Armani Edwards. And also... Oh, wait. What did it say? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm already in the negative. So I'm going to have to wait until I make some money first. Okay, well, that's okay because our next game is a home game and we will definitely make some money off of that. So that's not a huge deal. Armani Edwards might get signed. There's actually another player there that I really want, but people like Kendall Hunter, they're likely gone. Settings, let's go to the sliders really fast. And I was told to turn down QB accuracy. Turn all this way down is what I heard. Wide receiver catching, I think that's correct. If this just fails miserably, I might just change it off camera and then do it on camera next week. Does that sound right? I definitely need to turn down the quarterback accuracy for the other team because they're throwing it like 90% on me. We'll go down to 35 for that too. 35 here. I really should have looked up those other sliders before. We'll play the last game on these sliders unless they're just ridiculous and I don't like them, at which point I'll change them off camera. I'll likely stick with these no matter what though. And then after that I will actually look up and see if anybody's posted some good sliders yet. And then after that, you know, we'll roll forward with that and make our minor little tweaks. Because right now I'm starting from scratch. Obviously this is all going to change drastically throughout the season. But if somebody's found some good all Madden sliders, let me know. And that way I can just change it all to that. And then I can tweak it as I need to. That would be ideal because right now, you know, this isn't all going to stay. So, yeah, that should be it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in the 4th week and final week of the preseason as we take on the defending Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. See you then, guys. Later.